Yeah. Well, again, I think the problem with the anons and all of that, it really depends upon the manner in which they're using. Most of them make the claim, or let me make sure I couch this well. Many of them make the claim that the reason for their anonymity is because they are protecting their job, or being, someone finding out who they are or where they are and then being doxxed, and the like. And I just don't find examples like that scripturally, where we're told to hide in the shadows, while proclaiming truth from the rooftops. And so I think that there's hypocrisy there. I've also listened to some of the cases made by others, who say no, they are necessary. If you say that those kinds of things are necessary, I'm fine with that, so long as there's some level of accountability when these people with these kinds of accounts go off the rails, when they say the kinds of things that all of us would deem not truthful, but harmful. When they say the kinds of things that are vulgar, that are not just disrespectful, but erroneous. There's no accountability to that kind of a presence. And so I think it's imperative that if we're going to be, if we're not going to be hypocritical, that we're going to operate from some kind of a standard, that standard cut both ways. Yes, I'm declaring truth, but I'm declaring truth in a way that's in line with biblical fidelity, with biblical truth, and I'm operating in a God honoring, honorable way in my anonymity. When that's not connected, that's where the hypocrisy lies.
I gotcha. I gotcha. So when we look in scripture, then we probably won't find too many people being bold from the shadows, or is there examples in scripture where maybe someone tried to be bold from the shadows, but it didn't work out too well for them?
Yeah, I haven't thought through that piece yet, but I'm sure there may be an example of being bold from. I could think of it. I could think of Old Testament examples of situations where maybe someone was hiding spies, or doing things from the shadows for the cause of for the purpose of a cause. I just think, grown men, who grown
Right.
men who are claiming to be these paragons of patriarchy and machismo and masculinity and truth, need to operate in the light. That's just kind of my thought process about it.
Yeah, I can't really see a way you can get around. It does seem like you're speaking out both sides of your mouth when you say that, right? When you're like, yeah, you got to be a real man, and it's like, well, I don't even know what you look like, or even your first name, because your your
Right?
your your account, the name on your X account doesn't even have a name. It's just like a
No.
slogan of some sort.
Yes. Yes.
I don't
Yes.
understand that, and there's some pushback that I've gotten, because I do agree with
Sure.
you on this, but some
Sure.
people have
Sure.
pushed back on me.
Sure.
What they I brought up the founding fathers, and they're like, well, the founding fathers wrote anonymous letters all the time.
Sure.
And I was like, yeah, they frequently did. But when it mattered the most, and they
Yes.
signed the Declaration of Independence, they didn't use a pseudonym or whatever.
No. No, they did
They
not.
penned their actual names, and they pledged
Yes.
their lives,
The
fortunes, and
lies.
sacred honor.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
when it came down to it, the
and and
founders,
and and
did.
and it minimizes a movement, right? I mean, if you're
Right.
going to have a movement and you're going to claim that it's all of these things, then have the intestinal fortitude, to show who you are and what you stand for and why you believe what you believe. And so, at the risk of a job, or death, or what have you. I mean, we're talking about risking being liked on Twitter. I mean, these men de- these men are talking about death, right? I mean, we're not. I mean, seriously, come on now.